Hello everybody, my name is Heath Wiley. I'm with Intermountain Cable and WIFX 94.3 FM. We're the serving area of Letcher, Jenkins, Pike and Floyd County, and we want to invite everyone to come out and enjoy the festivities here at Whitesburg Heritage Days. We love this festival every year. We want to help support this festival, and to tell you the truth right off the bat, 94.3 FM is the #1 radio station here in Whitesburg and in Letcher County. So we just want to let you know that we're here. We're not going anywhere. We love Whitesburg. We love Jenkins. We love every part of Letcher County and all of our service area. So help support this festival every year, because there's vendors here that really want to serve you and help you. And also our local Lions clubs are here. Kiwanis clubs are here. They need all the help they can get. Plus, they're here to help you. So do what you can to help them as well. We have our booth set up. I mean, we're pushing, helping with our digital phone, our bundle services. We've got packages on how we can help grow your business with WIFX FM. So, and WIFX in HD. So,
what's some of the package you have for Intermountain Cable currently?
Packages for Intermountain Cable range from $59.99, which you get phone, internet, and television, all the way up to $169.99, to where you get the whole shebang. So you can get 56 movie channels, 6 meg internet. You can get our digital phone service, which is one of our hottest products. We're actually selling 100 units a week on those, and they're still going up. So they're hot, they're in high demand. You can get telephone with unlimited long distance, unlimited local. Port your existing number free, E911, 15 free calling features, and we're keep adding calling features to it. So call about our digital phone. If it's in your service area, you need to get it, because, I mean, like I said, you want an affordable phone, you can't get it anywhere else.
Heath, we appreciate you.
All right, thank you.
And we're here at the Mountain Heritage Festival. Introduce yourself, sir.
My name is Jason Hunt. I'm a forester with the Kentucky Division of Forestry here in the Kentucky River District.
What have you got going on here today?
Well, what we have here today, we have our Firewise trailer, our safety Firewise trailer. What this is an information setup we have here about wildfire and the urban interface. And that's one thing we're trying to promote here today, is give landowners information on protecting their homes and structures around their properties to prevent a wildfire from taking it away from them. So,
well, when does the wildfire season start?
Fire season starts October the 1st. This will be the fall fire season from October 1st to December the 15th. And then we have a spring fire season from February the 15th to April the 30th. So that's our fire seasons around this area.
Well, give us a tour of your booth here.
Okay, well, what we have here, the first part, I guess, that's right behind me, is our just a setup of a weather station, and it gives just this is a local weather. Here's a little weather station sitting right here next to it, and this is what we would use to determine our humidities, temperatures, rainfall amounts, and we have some of these stations set throughout the state in different areas, and this is where we get a lot of our information from when during our fire seasons, or to figure out how much rain we've had for the month or that day, or whatever we need to know for those for firefighting weather.
Okay.
And just a good example here of what we go through and see from what we see at our offices.
Collect your information.
Mm-hmm. And here we just have on the big screen here that's going on is just the information about some of the urban interface with homes and outdoor areas that I can't even think of what to say there. I guess we can edit that.
I'll edit that out for you, yeah.
On this screen here is just a video of some of the areas like urban interface and wildfires and things like that, where I'm trying to think how to say that. Well, can you help me out, Kenny? I'm trying to think of something to say here. About this section here, so he can edit this out.
Is this a tool that we're using
But I guess I can just leave that. What I'm trying to say is, that's hard to explain that, actually. It's just, on this section here, we got a video, and it's just talking about defensible spaces around homes, and especially in the southern United States. That's what this focuses on in the southern states, about trying to make defensible spaces around homes by clearing brush and things that can catch fire easily if there's a fire around your homes and things like that. And that's what this is basically over.
Okay.
Over here on this side, we just have some more information, some pamphlets and things that we're handing out for landowners, and we also do other programs besides for fire programs. We do Kentucky Stewardship Program we also have, and that's helping landowners improve woodlands and their properties for future use, sustainable forestry.
What areas do you cover?
Well, our district covers from Letcher County all the way up to Estill County. We've got 9 counties in our district, all along the Kentucky River. So we have Perry County, Knott County, Letcher County, Breathitt County, and all of that.
Well, is any one area more susceptible to the fires, or is it about the same?
Okay, actually, our district here, Kentucky River District, is the highest fire hazards in the state. We have more fires in this area than we do anywhere else in the state. This is where a lot of the energy is focused onto for wildfire fighting and prevention. So Perry County actually is our highest county in the state for fires as of the last couple of years. So this is a real prone area.
Well, do you have any just general rules for people out there to go by? For instance, if you're going to burn some garbage or whatnot, some precautions?
Especially during fire season, you aren't allowed to burn between the hours of 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. unless you're over 150 feet away from the woodland or an area that can burn.
That's hard to accomplish back here.
Yeah, it's hard to accomplish when your house is right up next to a hill or anything around here. You have the woods right up on top of it. So, the best thing to do is, if you do burn, the best time to burn is after 6 p.m. and make sure somebody's with that fire, and always just keeping an eye on it and have something available there if it does get away from it.
Water hose,
rakes, anything that's available that can prevent it from escaping into the woods.
Well, is there anything else you'd like to say before I let you go today?
I think that'll be it. I just want everybody to be careful about burning garbage or anything, burning their debris. We just prefer not to have a fire to go to. We'd rather, if it is out there, we'll try to get to it and take care of it, but we prefer not to have any fires.
Hey, thank you for your time today.
Thank you.
And we're here at another booth at the Mountain Heritage Festival. Please introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about your booth.
I'm Lee Adams, and I'm here representing First Baptist Church of Whitesburg, and we have the Operation Christmas Child, the Shoebox Ministry information here, and we also have Angel Food Ministry, the menus and things like that here for the month of October.
Well, tell us about the Shoebox Ministry. What's that?
I sure will. Operation Christmas Child is the shoebox ministry where you send toys, school supplies, necessity items, things like that to children in need all over the world. Last year, Letcher County and surrounding areas, we sent out a little over 9,000 shoeboxes to children all over the world. Yeah, we're a collection site there at First Baptist Church in Whitesburg, and the week of November 17th through the 23rd, we'll be taking shoeboxes there, and they can call the church for more information.
And that's the First Baptist Church in Whitesburg?
Yes.
Okay. Is there anything else you'd like to say before I let you go?
You guys come on down and enjoy Mountain Heritage.
All right, thank you. Would you introduce yourself, tell us when you were born, where you were born, and a little bit about your booth here?
Well, I was born in 1939, George and Hazel Spangler, and we lived in Mayking they lived here all their life, but they both passed away. But I lived here 18 years, and I went off to college, and then I met my husband at Mammoth Cave and moved to Ohio.
Wow.
And that's when I got into the basket making.
Okay, well tell us a little bit of what you got here.
Well, I make baskets. I took 5 classes. I've worked at an MRDD workshop. It's for the mentally retarded and the handicapped. and we took 5 classes. We trained the clients to make baskets, and I started making baskets in 1986, and I've been making baskets ever since.
Well, how long does it take to make a typical basket?
A small basket takes about 45 minutes, and the big baskets takes up to 4 hours and 4.5 hours.
My goodness. How much do you charge for your basket?
They all range in price, anywhere from 50 cents to $50.
Well, listen, I appreciate you letting us know about your booth. Is there anything you'd like to say before we let you go?
Well, we're just versatile. We make lamps, the basket lamps, and rag dolls, snowmen, scarecrows.
Well, you seem to have a good variety of items here today.
Yes, we do.
Well, thank you so much for your time.
You are quite welcome.
Hi, I'm Kayla Bentley. I'm with Mountain Comprehensive Health Corporation, and we're down here at Mountain Heritage Festival set up for Breast Cancer Awareness Month, which is next month. I'll just tell you a little bit about what we have to offer. We are doing reduced rate mammography all through October. Flu shots starting October 1st, and we also, through our Susan G. Komen grant, are going to be giving away 100 free mammograms to women who are qualified applicants, I guess.
Well, we've got Donna reading with us here. I'm going to let her ask you a few questions, okay?
Okay, Taylor, why don't you tell them a little bit about what we have besides just the mammography? If you want to tell them about our special clinics that we have, like the weekend clinics and those things.
Okay. We now have extended clinics open at our Whitesburg clinic. On Wednesdays, we're open until 8. We normally close at 5. And we're also open on Saturdays from 8:30 until 5.
Who is the doctors that are working that? Is it nurse practitioners?
I don't know.
Nurse practitioners are working that for us on the weekends?
Okay, I don't know.
What is your title here at the clinic?
I'm a patient outreach counselor, and basically what I do is I do breast cancer awareness education, and also I am the 340B coordinator for our clinic. And what that is because we're federally funded, we get medicines cheaper. So any person that is an MCHC patient can come in and get their prescriptions filled at our pharmacy and get them at a very, very discounted price. So that really helps people out.
That sounds great.
Listen, I've got one question I'd like to ask you. I always like to ask, where were you born, when were you born, and tell me a little bit about yourself.
Okay, I was born in Whitesburg at ARH, from Jenkins, Kentucky. Played basketball for Jenkins and went to Alswood College, and I'm 22 years old.
Well, you did a great job. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you.
Thank you, Donna. And we have another victim here at the Mountain Heritage Festival. Sir, please introduce yourself and tell us about your booth here.
I'm Father Justin Patterson. I'm an Orthodox Christian priest, and I have some parishioners, people in my church that come from this area, and they invited me to come bring our parish bookstore, which includes a number of religious devotional objects, pictures of Jesus, pictures of some of the saints, some Orthodox Christian books, including literature from the early church period and the first centuries of the Christian faith after Christ's resurrection. And so we're here to just bring some of these items to this area, visit the local people, get to know some of this culture here. And as someone that's new to Kentucky, I'm really excited to be here.
Well, let me ask you this, since you're new to Kentucky. Tell the folks when you were born, where you were born, and a little bit about the area that you're from.
I was originally from Jacksonville, Florida, and I was born in the late 70s. And my journey has somehow brought me to Kentucky, to Nicholasville outside of Lexington. But the bishop has told me, my bishop, who is my partner in ministry, has told me I'm to visit as much as I can of the state and get to know the people.
Well, we're glad to have you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And again, we're here at the Mountain Heritage Festival, and we have a gentleman here who has a booth. Sir, could you tell us when you were born, where you were born, and a little bit about yourself, and of course your name?
Sure. My name's Jamie Hatton. I was born in November of 1975 at the Whitesburg ARH Hospital. Born in Whitesburg, raised in Whitesburg. Went off to college for a few years, got my degree, and came straight back home the first opportunity I got. I love the mountains and I love Letcher County.
How long have you been an attorney here in Letcher County?
I've been an attorney since 2002, so a little over 7 years I've been an attorney here. Got a office open right behind the courthouse, and my sister Angie is my law partner.
Well, listen, we sure appreciate your time. Is there anything you'd like to say before I let you go?
Sure. Again, I'm Jamie Hatton. I'm running for Letcher County Attorney. The election will be in May. It's a primary election. I am a Democrat, and I would appreciate your vote, appreciate your support, and anything you can do to help.
Well, good luck.
Thank you.
Sir, if you would, introduce yourself, tell us where you were born, and a little bit about yourself.
My name is Darrell Boggs. I was born here in Letcher County on Little County. I've lived here the majority of my life. I worked several years in the school system here and retired 3 years ago. Since that time, I've been busy each and every day, helping where I can, doing what I can.
Well, I see that you've got a booth here at the Mountain Heritage Festival. Tell us what your booth is about, please.
Well, this is the Lions Club booth, and as you know, the Lions Club, one of our largest and our greatest contribution is in eyesight. And through the years, we have purchased glasses for those people who have been less fortunate and have not been able to afford them. That's our major thing. We help in other areas as well. But the Whitesburg Lions Club has been in existence probably, well, it was here years ago, and then for some reason it died. It was reestablished about 25 years ago, and it's been in existence since and been a very active organization in the community.
Well, I understand that you're the president. How long have you been in the Whitesburg Lions Club?
I'm one of the charter members of the Lions Club.
Well, listen, I appreciate your time. Do you have anything else you'd like to say before I let you go?
Just come on down.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, ladies, introduce yourself. Tell us a little bit about yourself, when you were born, things like that, and you can go first.
Well, I'm Erica, and I'm from Letcher County. I'm 19, and I was born on November 8th in 1989.
Where'd you go to school?
I went to Letcher Elementary, and then a year ago I graduated from LCC.
Okay. And if you answer the same question.
Hi, my name is Tara Combs. I'm 20. I will be 20. And I graduated from the LCCHS. And
So what's your booth about here? What are you doing today?
we're part of the Pine Mountain Search and Rescue team. And we're asking, we take donations. And what we do is we want people around this area to know what we do and who we are. And our area don't only include Pine Mountain, but it also includes over the whole area region. And this over
show some of these pictures over here, if you would.
Okay. These are our training exercises through here, and we're taking donations on roadblocks.
Now, do you have some pictures of a real rescue?
Yes, this right here is a picture of a guy that had a broken leg, and we had to go out and rescue him down at Line Fort. And we rode him out in a helicopter. And down here is the dam that broke up at Crafts Collie.
Right.
And we were sent out. This is our first call right here, was the dam break. And over here on this picture was a guy from Tennessee. He got lost at Bad Branch Falls, and we searched for him, and we found him within 4 hours of a search.
Well, how long have you been with the Pine Mountain Search and Rescue?
I've been in for 4 months.
And how long have you been?
4 weeks.
Okay, well listen guys, is there anything I'd like to say before I let you go?
I hope you all enjoy this and support your Pine Mountain Search and Rescue, and may God bless you.
And yourself?
Thank you.
Okay, ladies, thank you all so much for your time.
Thank you.
And again, we're here at the Mountain Heritage Festival. Mick, would you please introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about your booth here?
My name is Imogene Smith, and I'm from Letcher County. And this booth is all about my son. He is an artist from Michigan. He's been published in the Michigan Art Forum. He's in the book called A Crack in the Cement, and this is all his specialty. You can call me and order anything that you would like to order. He makes specialized cards for birthdays, anniversaries, Mother's Day, whatever you would like. He has them glowing in the dark.
What would be one of your favorite pieces that he has?
The coal miner.
The coal miner? Well, hey, let me get a close-up shot of that.
He does. Okay, this picture is done from a piece that was in the magazine, in Pikeville paper, about the coal miners being in the mines, and I sent it to him and asked him if he could draw that for me, and this is what he done, identical to the photograph that was in the back of that was in the paper.
Oh my goodness!
And he can draw these at. He can draw these on order. If you have a picture of your father, grandfather, uncle, whatsoever that's in the mines or whatever, he can draw it to.
Well, could you give us maybe a phone number to reach you at, possibly?
You can reach me at 633-1241, or my cell phone is 335-2399.
Well, your son is very talented. I appreciate you speaking with us. Is there anything else you'd like to say before I let you go?
Just thank you very much. Yeah, they can order any kind, any photo.
Doesn't have to be a coal miner photo.
No, it does not have to be a coal miner. No.
Okay.
And
okay. So it doesn't have to be a person. It can be just a picture of whatever.
Right. And the cards, you can order those for any holiday or any occasion. 12 in a pack, 6 in a pack, whatever you want.
Well, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
And we're here again at the Mountain Heritage Festival. Sir, could you tell me your name, where you were born, and a little bit about yourself?
Well, my name is Darrell Holbrook, and I was born right here in Letcher County, up at Mayking, a little place called Holbrook Town. And I've been here right at 50 years, and we down here at the museum, a friend of mine, Buddy Grubb, he's the president of it.
There's Buddy there, I think, yeah.
Yeah, and then I'm the secretary. And we're down here at Mountain Heritage trying to display us some hats that we are trying to sell to help make us money for the museum. And we have what's called a turkey gun that we have, that we're selling changes on it. Then we have the birdhouses that Winston Mead's boy and father-in-law has donated to us, that we're trying to sell them, and a few T-shirts. But,
now this is all trying to help the
museum, where we have our own bills that we have to pay and stuff like that, and things that we order, like for the inside of the museum, and we just get the medals and things like that that some of the uniforms don't have on it, and it helps operate the museum, in other words.
Well, now, we're talking about the Veterans Museum here in downtown Whitesburg. Let the folks know, if they want to come down and visit, what would be some good hours for them to try to get in?
Well, we're open here from 9 until 4 on Tuesday through Saturday. And we have numbers that you can call, and we will set up if you want to take like a special class through one of the schools, or even an office or anything like that. We come down, we'll take you a tour through, and but we have somebody that's here all the time, like I said, 9 through 4, Tuesday through Saturday. But now, if you want to come down on a Sunday, like if you got a relative out of town that's from here or something, they want to see it, we can have a Sunday tour, or a Monday, however they just want to see it whenever.
I mean, that's awful nice. Can you tell me a little bit about some of the heavy equipment you've got outside? I noticed a tank over there and some different things.
Yeah, we have down the road there, we have a M60A3 main battle tank, and then we have what's called a deuce and a half, a big truck, and then we have a 3/4 ton truck. Those are troop carriers where they use to move their troops back and forth. Then over here we have a M38 tank that was used, a Jeep they used in the Korea and war, and that was donated to us. And the thing about this museum, this is the Letcher County Veterans Memorial Museum. Everything in this museum is donated not donated, I'm sorry, it's on loan to us by the people themselves or their families, just from Letcher County. There's no anything from another state or another county. This is just the veterans from this county that we have here.
So if we were to take a tour, what's some of the things that they would see inside the museum?
Well, we have a lot of the uniforms that the people has worn when they was in the service, and we have a lot of pictures of the people that was in the war, excuse me, and what they display, how important part that they played that nobody would know about. Like Ben Taylor, he was the one that first mentioned the museum. Then him and Buddy Grubb is the one that got it started, and they was over in the old post office, and since then we moved down here and got our own building. But we have, like Ben Taylor, he was honor guard for President Kennedy when he was killed. And then we got a Joe Reynolds. He was honor guard for President Roosevelt. And so we got, different people for different things that people wouldn't even know anything about, but we have a lot of picture display of the people, some of the people that was here in the service. We have the uniforms that they wore, and we got Confederate, Union. We can go all the way back to there, all the way up to West Point, uniform, all the way up to the Iraq today.
My goodness.
So we have a lot of the meals like we ate back then compared to what they eat now. A lot of the different type of equipment and the weapons, and we have very few weapons that we did purchase them, but they're for display only, and so they don't fire or nothing like that. But it just goes to show you, and it's for show how some of the weapons that we used during that.
I'll tell you, this was greatly needed here in Letcher County, and I really appreciate you all supporting this and your service to our country. Is there anything you'd like to say before we let you go today?
Well, outside we have a lot of stones that we have that has like our hero and just different categories of what everything means to us. And people don't realize, they talk about heroes and things like that. Our heroes are the ones that didn't make it back. So that's what we classify as heroes, is the one that didn't make it back.
Yeah, there's a famous line that all gave some and some gave all. Thank you so much for your time today.
Thank you.
Sir, if you'd introduce yourself and tell us what your booth is about today.
I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Just need to get right my eye. You want to start over or just go from there and you'll edit it?
We can start it over.
Okay.
Sir, if you'd please introduce yourself and tell us what your booth is about today.
Sure. My name is Jamie Reynolds, and I'm with Calvary Campus, and we're all the way down in the Letcher Blackie area in the other end of the county. And our booth here is about the fact that we want to be here to serve a cup of cold water in Jesus' name. And there's so much here at Mountain Heritage Festival that's a lot of fun, but so much of it costs money. And we just want to be able to provide a place where kids can come and get a bottle of water, cold bottle of water, some popcorn. We've got coloring books for the kids, and spin art and other things. We'll also be doing Crazy Hair this weekend, as we did last year. I know that was real popular last year. That'll start tomorrow night. And we've also got free Bibles if anybody wants information about the campus. And we'll also be glad to take any prayer requests that anyone might have and pray with them about those. We just wanted to be able to provide a cup of cold water in Jesus' name in the midst of all this fun and activity.
Well, tell us a little bit about the Calvary Campus, what it is, and the information for people who are not familiar with it.
Sure. Calvary Campus was originally built back in the early 1900s at Stuart Robinson School. A lot of people will know it by that. It was Stuart Robinson School until 1956 when they graduated their last class. The campus sat empty for almost 10 years, and then in 1965 Calvary College and then later Calvary Christian Academy came to have a home there. Calvary Christian Academy closed down in May of 2003. We've been there since May of 2004, and we're in the process of developing this facility as a camp, conference, and retreat center for the people here in the mountains. And that's one of the things that, another reason why we're here is because Calvary campus seems to be one of Letcher County's best kept secrets, and we want to do something about that.
Well, listen, I really appreciate the information and your time. Is there anything you'd like to say before we let you go today?
Just come see us.
All right, bud. Thanks.
Thank you.
And if you would introduce yourself, just tell us when you were born, where you were born, and a little bit about yourself.
You're serious about that?
Yes, sir, I am. Absolutely.
John Roberts with the Kiwanis Club of Jenkins.
All right. And you were born where?
Georgetown, Kentucky.
Oh, that's a little bit off. How did you end up down in this part of the country?
After leaving Morehead State University, had a band directing degree and was band director at Jenkins High School for a few years.
Very good, very good. Tell us a little bit about your booth here today. What are you guys selling? Well, what's this going for?
We have the ribbon fries.
Oh, yeah, those are awesome.
We didn't open up last night, believe it or not. The guys voted against it. There was an option this year, and they decided to pass on it. And we've heard from people all morning long that we come by looking for you guys tonight. So the ribbon fries is a great vehicle, if you will. It keeps them coming back all the time. It's the greater tater that's spun out. So, but basically the monies go back to the community. Kiwanis International, the main cause is Children Priority 1. And of course that's youth. A few years back we did recognize that there wasn't enough iodine throughout the world, and we actually, Kiwanis International built a couple of iodine plants, which is kind of interesting, but only a drop of iodine will prevent diseases like goiter, cretinism, things of that nature. And of course we take it for granted in America because we have iodine in almost all the salt that we buy. So, but third world countries and things like that didn't have it, but they do now thanks to Kiwanis International. So
I didn't know that either. I really didn't. You mentioned Jenkins. I know at Jenkins days there was a band on stage called the Sons of Liberty.
Sons of Liberty.
And before they left, they yelled out really loud that whoever was making the ribbon fries to put a whole bunch of them on their truck and they was going to pay you for it.
Cool.
Or actually their bus, I should say.
Cool.
So y'all got a good product. It's a good cause.
Well, we appreciate that. And like I said, now the thing about Mountain Heritage is, and I have to give everybody else a plug, if it's a school, if it's a church, if it's a civic organization, and I've been plugging this on the radio as well, it all goes back into the community. So if you're out looking for good festival food, you'll find it here. Everybody that's cooking up and down the Midway is local folks. So if you buy ribbon fries, if you buy a rack of ribs from the Shriners, if you buy funnel cakes from wherever, that money is going to go back, and you're going to help some people later down the road. So it's cool.
Well, John Roberts from Georgetown, Kentucky, we do appreciate your time. Is there anything you'd like to say before I let you go?
Well, actually, you probably call me from Jenkins now because I've lived there for 25 years now.
Touche.
Yeah, there you go. So actually, I've lived there longer than I lived in Georgetown. So
okay. Thanks a bunch, John.
See you.
And I'm not telling you not to.
And again, we're here at the Mountain Heritage Festival. If you would, sir, introduce yourself and tell us where you were born and a little bit about yourself.
My name's Jimmy Bates, and I was born in Jackhorn, Kentucky, but I've lived all my life here in Whitesburg. I'm a member of the Whitesburg City Council for 21 years. I'm on the board of directors, LKLP, and just more or less help here in the city. Whatever they need, I try to help them do it.
Well, I know during the meetings you really don't say a whole lot, but when you do seem to get a good response of laughter. Do you contribute that to the mayor, or who would you contribute that to?
Yeah, I'll give the mayor the credit for that.
He sets the lines up for you, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Well, speaking of the mayor, he's sitting here at the picnic table with us. How are you doing today, James Wiley?
I'm doing real well, Rip. Thank you, sir.
Well, we're glad to see you at the park, just enjoying yourself. Tell us a little bit about what's going to be going on at the Heritage Festival this year.
Well, they're going to be doing their usual things. They'll have the food booths, of course, and they'll have the the booths, I guess you'd call them, here under the big tent for people to visit. So, and things going on throughout town that just attract people here to Whitesburg.
Well, if I'm not mistaken, on all the booths down through, I think, what they call this the Midway, aren't these local booths through here?
Yes, they are.
Okay.
They're all school related or some kind of charity related function.
And I heard some nice music downtown. Could you tell us a little bit about the sound system down there?
Yes, we last year we purchased a sound system that we've installed throughout Main Street in Whitesburg. We were able to do that thanks to the revenue from our ABC fund, and it's not sponsored nor paid for by any of the taxpayers. It came straight from those funds, and it's a big compliment to the city of Whitesburg. A lot of people have commented on, we've played it for the last 2 days, and they've commented on how nice that is.
Was there anything you'd like to say before we let you go today, Mayor?
Well, just invite everybody here to the festival and enjoy our hospitality, and maybe the weather will cooperate with us somewhat, and we'll have a good time.
Okay, and Mr. Bates,
Yes.
Somebody said that you had a bridge named after you.
Yes, sir. It was a great honor yesterday. The new bridge here across here was named after me, and I'd like to thank the council and the mayor and the county judge and his crew for all their support. And it's really a heartwarming thing to be the
nice honor to get before you pass on.
Yeah, I believe they wanted me to pass on, but they gave it to me in advance.
Anything you'd like to say before we let you go today?
That'll be it. And I certainly appreciate you coming over here and doing this. And,
you're more than welcome. Enjoy it.
Stay with us as long as you can, and come back every day you can.
I plan on it.
All right.
All righty. Thanks again.
Thank you.
And if you would, sir, introduce yourself, tell us where you were born and a little bit about yourself.
I'm Winston Mead from Letcher County Clerk, and this is the Lonesome Pine Lodge 884 at Neon's Pacemeister Club. We have fundraisers. We put all the money back into the community. Scholarships, kids events, and all the money that's raised from the Lonesome Pine Pacemeister Club goes back into the community.
Well, that is really good. Now, you don't have to tell me this if you don't want to, but where were you born?
I was born here in Letcher County at Dean, Kentucky, in Apple Tree Branch.
Okay. Is there anything you'd like to say before we let you go, Winston?
Well, I'd just like to invite everybody out, which probably they may not see this in time, but I hope everybody comes out and has a good time and go to all the booths and enjoy themselves and just good old hospitality.
Hey, Winston, thanks so much.
Thank you.
And if you would, please introduce yourself, sir, and tell us when you were born, where you were born, and a little bit about yourself.
Robert Lewis, I'm born here in Whitesburg back about September the 4th, 1959. So if you're a mathematician, that's hit the big 50 the other day, September the 4th.
Congratulations.
My mom was Ethel Lewis. A lot of people knew my mother, Ethel standing for Lewis. She worked at Bank of Whitesburg for about 30 years. She retired from the Bank of Whitesburg. And then my dad was Emery Lewis. Sold groceries there for Lewis Wholesale Grocery. Traveled all over the county, and everybody pretty much knew Dad all around the county. Taking care of the selling groceries for Lewis Wholesale Grocery all around the county.
And if you would give us a little plug for your business here in town.
Well, I do the cellular phones for Appalachian Wireless. I'm an authorized dealer for Appalachian Wireless here in Whitesburg. I'm the second oldest dealer they've got. Paul Gordon's Video and Hazard's the oldest dealer they've got, seniority-wise. I'm the second oldest dealer. I used to be Kentucky Cellular, now it's Appalachian Wireless. My shop's down there by CarQuest, by the new Save-A-Lot, and the old Parkway Plaza Shopping Center. And I do security cameras and burglar alarms now. I'm really getting into that more and more. A lot of people need now for security, and with all that's going on around the county and the nation, do security cameras and burglar alarms. That's doing real well.
Well, I know that you've been involved with the Mountain Heritage Festival for quite some time. Give the folks a little history of what you have done for the festival and how you've seen it grow.
Well, way back years ago when the festival had been going for a year or two, the gentleman that was helping with the wiring up the food booths and stuff, he was getting up in age, like me, but he'd gone home, gone to bed. and they had some trouble with the wiring and the breaker's kicking or something. They got called and said, "Robert, please, come out and see if you can help us." And anyway, I started helping them with electrical work, and then I volunteer and do a lot of other stuff like committee work we all do now. And they asked me if I'd join the committee, and I got hooked. It's just a hard job every year. I'll say, "Well, I never do get to really enjoy the festival, but I guess I enjoy doing the work for the committee. Seeing people have a good time, have something for Letcher County to do, and people look forward to it. A lot of it's the same old repetition. We do stuff over and over, but it's successful. We try to bring new acts when we can, do new things. Like this year, we got the Halfway to Hazard group, and
that's cool.
Little David, we used to say Little David Tolliver, performed on our stage in the talent show when he was just a little boy.
I saw the picture in the paper.
But
well, how long have you been doing this?
About 25 years.
25 years. My gosh, time flies, don't it?
Yeah.
Well, what would you say that you enjoy one of the things that you enjoy the most about the Mountain Heritage Festival?
When it's over.
Good answer. Good answer.
No, it's just me and my wife and I, Tricia Lewis. She's on the committee also. I've helped do the parade for a lot of years, and it's fun to see the parade come together and see the smiles on the kids' faces and all the different things in the parade come through. And the parade, everybody seems to like the parade.
Well, what can we expect from this year's parade in particular?
Well, if history repeats itself, it rains a lot of years, but it's still a good parade. People will stand out in the rain to see a Mountain Heritage Parade, and it's just there's going to be I think a memorial or something. Just lost a local person here the other day, is well liked around the county, Herbie Adams. I was involved in a bad accident, and I think we're going to have a truck or two in memorial for Herbie. And Herbie, you always saw him around the festival, real nice fella. And then just going to be a lot of good flow. It's the theme this year. I think my sister came up with it. Come home, Letcher County, where everybody knows your name. And on our T-shirts, on the Mountain Heritage T-shirts, on the back is a name, every and last name in the whole phone book of Letcher County is printed on the back of the shirts. So come home and come down to Whitesburg and Letcher County, where everybody knows your name.
Well, I've already talked to several people who have done that. Well, Robert, is there anything you'd like to say before we let you go today?
Just appreciate everybody in the county coming down and supporting the festival, supporting these vendors. Our festival is special because our food booths are all non-profit organizations, and no commercial food booths like in the Black Gold or in Pieful Hillbilly Days. Here it's local organizations, like ball teams, churches, Shriners. The money goes to real good causes, and each person's got a different food item, so it gets a good variety. An arts and crafts tent is really nice. People from all over. It's a real nice festival, and we're proud of it.
Well, I have seen you working your hind end off today. We sure appreciate your service to the community, and we'll talk to you later.
Thanks a lot.
If you would, sir, introduce yourself. Tell me when you were born and where you were born.
I'm Doug Holbrook, president of Mountain Shrine Club, born in 1964. And born in Paintsville, Kentucky.
Okay. Well, what have you guys got going on here at the Mountain Heritage Festival?
Well, we're cooking trying to help raise money for the Shriner hospitals, along with food, and we're giving away a rhino this Saturday night at about midnight. As some of the proceeds from this goes to the hospital, plus we do other fundraisers, all goes to the Shriner hospitals of the United States.
And a lot of folks know about the Shriners and what they do, but for the folks that don't, explain that to them.
Well, we help out children that have birth defects, as far as like their crippled legs or stuff like that, and burn children, and some stuff with pallets and other general things that go along with that area.
Well, I tell you what, that is a great service to the community. How long have you been in the Shriners?
Oh, 7 or 8 years.
7 or 8 years, okay. Well, listen, is there anything you'd like to say before we let you go today?
Well, people come out and help us and try to donate to the hospitals. That way we can take care of more children.
Hey, I appreciate your time.
Thank you.
And we're here with Gordo. He's going to be working on the sound tonight. What's going on tonight, Gordo? Do you know?
Well, we got Gina Seals and her band going to open at 6.
Okay.
And then we got Steve Caudle and his little gospel band is going to be on at 7.
All right.
And then Mountain Scott Town's going to be at 8. And the Collegians are going to...
They're here setting up right now, huh?
They're setting up right now. and they're going to start at 9, and wait, somebody tells them hush, I guess.
Now, are you going to be doing the house, the monitors? What are you working on?
I'm working on the house tonight,
house
and
again?
Neil will be doing the monitors.
Okay.
Well, actually, the collegiate sound man's going to do it.
Slide the levers there.
And I'm going to steal some tricks off him if I can.
Well, I like that shirt you've got on there.
Pretty cool. They got my name right this time.
And everybody knows Hometown Music, Clyde Stanley, and that bunch, right?
Yeah, they should.
And there's the phone number. There you go. Well, Gordo, we sure appreciate you talking to us. Let me ask you this: for how many years do you know of you guys have been here at Mountain Air?
Well, I think we were talking about that last night. I think we got 16 or 17 years in. And I think Clyde has got a couple of years before that. Him and Doc did it probably before they started Hometown Music. And then once we got that started, I started down here.
My goodness gracious. Well, you guys do a great job. We look forward to tonight.
We appreciate you. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Gordo. And we're here at the Mountain Heritage Festival with Perry Fowler. Perry, the first question I've got to ask you: why aren't you on the city council anymore?
Well, I'm afraid that I became one of those people that you've seen on the news that have health insurance problems. We lost our health insurance plan where I work, and absolutely, at my age and my spouse's age, have to have health insurance. So we annexed, the council annexed a few miles of extra territory into Whitesburg, and the ISO, insurance rating people, said we had to have a fire truck so close to the edge of town. And I was a firefighter from the old days, and I'm trying to be a firefighter from the new days. So I was able to, where I was certified, I was able to come back on with the fire department and have insurance, health insurance. That's why I resigned from the city council. I hated to do it, but sometimes we just have to do what we have to do.
Listen, we appreciated your service to the community. Also, I want to ask you real quick about, I think they've wrapped up the play in the Jenkins area there. Tell the folks about what that is and what happened this summer.
The Little Shepherd of Kingdom Come is the drama of John Fox play, and it was done many years ago in Letcher County, and Don Amberger was able to put it back together. We had a wonderful cast, all volunteer. The season lasted all summer, June, July, August, right up to September. And right at the end, we were doing much better with it. Everyone was having a wonderful time, and I would invite anybody out next year that wants to take part in this play that was so well received, even though we had a rainy season for it, to come out and volunteer next year and take part in it. There's plenty of characters and extras for everyone, but we had, I thought, a tremendously successful year. I think there's some funding available to build onto the stage. Severance tax money is going to be available, and there was some funding maybe to buy some of that property, which Mr. Amberger was real tickled about. And we wrapped the season up with probably our biggest audience right after Labor Day, and the rain held off, which was unusual this year on Saturday. If it's Saturday, it was going to rain, but we all had a wonderful time. I think the people in the community, we had folks from all over the country came, and some of the actors from the play over at Big Stone Gap, Trail on Some Pine, came over, and they actually had a good time with it, and we were pleased to see them. We're just looking forward to next year.
What part did you play?
I played the professor, Caleb Hazel. The play, of course, is about a young man from the mountains who had to go to the bluegrass to seek his fortune and fame and education. But I was a teacher that came from bluegrass or Lexington area to Kingdom Come, the mountains, and teach and ride the loggrass back to the bluegrass. And he was such an exceptional young man and had been taken advantage of so much that I kind of stayed with him. The actor did, or the Caleb Hazel, the professor, kind of stayed with him throughout his young life. And the Civil War happened when he was a young man, and he got involved in the Civil War. He was having a difficult time deciding about slavery, and he chose, of course, to go with the North. He felt no man should be a slave since he was almost an indentured servant himself. So it transpires his life, and the professor simply more or less follows the cast, Chad, who's the main character. The professor follows him and kind of, in this particular writing of the play, or rewriting of the play, I don't want to say he does an MC job, but he kind of leads the audience through the happenings, through young Chad and up to through the Civil War until Chad has reached manhood.
Very, very interesting play. How much of the cast will be back next year? Do you have any idea?
Well, when we had our wrap party, our cast party, a lot of these folks were students. We had several young people that had been in plays at their local schools, Jenkins and Cowan, Whitesburg. These young folks, they enjoyed it so much, you could see that, and they were just darn good. Several of them played multiple parts. I would say probably 70% of our cast will be back. College kind of took a couple of them away at the end. They had to start, but they came back and was able to do the last performance, and people just they were anxious to get started all over again, because after it was all finally over, everybody said, "Oh no, now what are we going to do on Saturday night? We missed this." And if you do come out and take part in it, you can't help but enjoy yourself.
Well, that's what the folks should know. It's high class all the way. Excellent sound system, excellent lighting, excellent location there in the Jenkins Kentucky area. So, I also want to ask you real quick. I understand you might know just a little bit about the fellow that took your place on the council.
Oh, Larry Everidge? Larry, that's actually how I got back in the funeral business. I had left it and was a firefighter before. That's where my certification came from. And Larry and his father Emmett bought the funeral home in 1986, and they had a partner there that was an embalmer, and he was with them until 1990 when I went back. Larry is just, dedicated to the community. He's a super nice guy, and we all have a little talent to do something. I haven't found mine yet, but
get out here.
Everyone just has a built-in knack for something, and he has a real knack for people, helping people, assisting people, and he picked a way that he could help them at a very tough time in their life, and that's during the funeral service and when someone's passed away. And he's been so good working with people and helping every way, and he's got a lot of common sense. He was an excellent pick for the city council, I think.
Well, one of the very first votes that he did was 3-3, and the mayor had to break the tie. So he's already had felt the flames, hasn't he?
He got broken in correctly. We we were into our third year, and I know there had only been 2 votes that wasn't unanimous, and there had, of course, never been a tie. And this was a bit of a touchy situation, and I'm glad I was out at the time. Now, I don't mind responsibility, but he asked the proper question before he voted, and the mayor had to break the tie, and there's still some feelings on both sides of that, but sometimes you have to make a decision, and you can't always be perfect in everything you do. Although I felt his decision was fine, especially if he felt like going that way. And it was. He was broken in. There can't be anything tougher probably, and he's already come up again. So.
And at the meeting directly, well, it was the night that they went ahead and put him into office, and then you sent in your resignation. There was a plaque that had your name on it in regards to a bridge. Could you tell us about that?
Right. We call it the James W. Bates Bridge. It's a pedestrian walkway from our free parking lot. Matter of fact, where we're standing here in the festival, to the city parking lot behind what we call the library, the Harry Cotter Library, so that folks can use the free parking when the festival isn't here and walk across the bridge to the courthouse or many of the lawyers' offices or the restaurants in town, or wherever they need to get on Main Street. It opens up just a huge amount of space for vehicles and the pedestrian crossing, and it's just super place to walk too. I know we have many walkers. There's folks with the strollers and they're walking their pets, and they can make circles now across the river that they weren't able to do before to get home quicker or to make the walk more enjoyable. But it is, the alcohol money and grants gave that to us, and we were just tickled to death to be able to have that available to folks in Whitesburg.
And you are now immortalized on the plaque on the bridge. So congratulations there. You deserve it. Anything else you'd like to say, Perry, before we let you go today?
Well, of course, we appreciate you. You're so active in so many things, and I think you do a lot of good for the community and the people. We enjoy your television show and think the world of you up here in Whitesburg. Just the folks come out, enjoy town. You're always welcome here, whether there's a festival or not, and we'll let it go at that.
Thank you so much, Perry.
Thank you.